For us school leaders, classroom management is a huge part of how we spend our time disciplining kids, especially for those teachers who really struggle with managing their own classrooms. The goal and dream is that every teacher can manage and control their own classes within their own class time, and they don't need administrative help, except for those one off situations that are really dangerous or really require our attention. But in general, teachers need to be able to manage their own classes on their own. Prevention is key. When we can prevent misbehavior, we can greatly reduce the amount of time we're spending reacting to misbehavior, both for our teachers and for us as leaders. Here's some great ways to do that. First, teachers need to make sure that they understand and clearly know the norms of their classroom. These are things like this is how we act. We always act with respect. We always treat each other this way. We're always quiet. Whatever those norms are, they need to be very, very clear to our teachers, and they need to be able to articulate those norms to their students. Next are our routines. When you come into class, here's what you should do. When it's time to leave class, here's what you do. When you need to use a restroom or if you have a question, here is what you should do. We want to skill and drill and practice those routines with our students, whether they're kindergartners or seniors in high school. Finally, we have to be able to clarify what our expectations are for our students. Teachers need to be able to say, here's what I expect from you, and here's what you can expect from me. When you can communicate exactly what those expectations are, it makes it clear how this classroom game works, right? We all need to know the rules of the game so we can play the game correctly and fairly. So when our norms are clear, when our routines are established, and our expectations are communicated, we now know how to play the rules of the game in this class. Finally, it's equally important to know what happens when these good things happen, but also what happens when we don't follow or meet these expectations. If students don't know what's going to happen, if it's just, oh, the teacher's upset now, there will be some kids out there who really don't feel motivated or care based on those relationships. Some will. So making sure it's very clear to kids and our students what happens when we all follow the rules and do the right thing. We get to do these great things together. And here's what happens when we don't. When teachers can communicate all those things and they're consistent and fair in the process, you'll begin to see a proactive classroom that is greatly reducing misbehavior and also greatly dropping those referrals. If you're interested in learning more about some tips and strategies on how to do this, click down below that link and you can get a free guide that'll walk you through how you can help your teachers react and know the responsibilities when it comes to certain student behaviors. It usually cuts down referrals by about 80%. That's a lot of referrals no longer coming to your office. Give it a try, it's free, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.